the more you say you want something, the more you think about this thing that you want to achieve, the less likely you're going to get there. Why is that? Because what you say doesn't align with what you do. And if you are actually putting actions behind what you say, you're most likely not putting the right actions in place. I'm going to talk about one of the very heartbreaking story that I had a couple years ago, and how it kind of shattered my worldview. And this isn't about a heartbreak. This isn't about like a relationship. This is like a mindset shift, like a big mindset shift that I had, and I kind of want to explain that to you guys. So I look forward to kind of give you guys the story. So here it is. As you guys may know, I used to be a baseball player. One of the careers that I wanted to achieve was playing in the major league. I wanted to be a major league baseball player. That's what I wanted to do. Let me change my camera ever so slightly. But that's what I wanted to do. That was my dream. It was my goal. It was such a deep thing for me that I told everybody. My family knew about it. My siblings knew about it. All the friends that I've had knew about it. All my coaches knew about it. That's what I wanted to do. And so I dedicated my entire identity, my entire person, to becoming this Major League Baseball player. And so every time that I would talk with my friends, it was regarding baseball. Every time I would talk to my family, it'd be regarding to baseball. I would go to like different, I would travel to, like, let's say my home country, Dominican Republic, or I would travel around the States. And anytime that I found family members there, the same thing, I would talk about baseball. And that was all that I wanted to do. You guys also know that I went to college. I went to Marian University for a year. I was a business student there, but truthfully, if you go in there for business, is like either one, you're just going there to like have fun, party, or whatever, or it's you kind of want to learn business. But as you guys may or may not know, typically the business stuff that you learn in school doesn't really apply all that well. So people just go there and just have like easy courses, which is what I did. My classes were hella easy. I could even skip some of those classes and I'd be completely fine. So my main goal was to just go to school as easy as possible, and then also play baseball. But the big issue when I played baseball at Marian University was that I was injured. I had strained my UCL. I had got a whole MRI. I had a PT protocol and all that stuff. And going into college, I was injured. So during that time, I had to do PT. I couldn't really do a lot of stuff with my team. I did the best that I can, but I was just recovering. I ended up getting with this coach. This was the same coach that I had trained before going in there at Combine Academy. The school that I went before going to university. We had gotten in contact, and then I started coaching with him online. And that was my first experience doing online coaching. The reason why I say that I got with him is because he was just like a really good dude. He knew what he was talking about, and he was just kind of starting out on his coaching stuff. So the prices weren't super expensive. Anyways, so after school, I would train with the team, and then afterwards I would work out, and then I would do mobility training, and whatever he had me doing on the coaching program, this coach that I was paying for the online coaching, whatever he asked me to do, I would just do it. And here's kind of where I didn't realize what I was doing was like incorrect, but he had me do this workout. It was like 2 hours long. It was like a warm-up was like half an hour. The lift was like another hour. And then you had other stuff to do afterwards, like your post-gym warm or your post-gym cool down, and it was like another 30 minutes. So I would essentially work out for like 2 hours per day. And then he also had a throwing program. For some odd reason, I don't know why, I always did the workouts first. That was always on my mind. Even though my goal was to become a Major League Baseball player, even though I wanted to throw really hard, even though I wanted to get back into just being able to throw. Like, I'm doing all these workouts, but I'm still injured. I always wanted to do the workouts first. Reason why is my mind went to like, if I did the workouts themselves, that could help me throw harder, and throwing harder would then help me to become healthy or whatever. And I didn't realize that I was kind of doing things backwards, because the main workout of a baseball player, of a pitcher specifically, is to throw. That is the main exercise. That's what you must do to get better. Everything else is secondary. Whether you go out for a run, whether you work out, whether you do calisthenics, like all that shit is secondary. But I was doing the secondary stuff first. And a lot of times when I would work out, I'd be so tired that I would skip my throwing and just tell myself, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it, some other time. And this was actually a lot more common than I actually want to admit. And so I kept getting better as a weightlifter, but as a baseball pitcher, not really. Like, yeah, I was getting better and stuff like that, and I was feeling a bit healthier, but deep down it was like I was so scared of like throwing a baseball. I was scared of like tearing something. I was scared of like, what if something happens, they strip away my scholarship, and I have to go through a whole like surgery for my elbow. And it's like, I didn't want to do that. And because of that fear, I pushed the main exercise away, which was throwing, and just did a lot of lifting. And after that entire year of being there, my elbow never really got better. Yeah, sure, it did, but not to the point to where like that fear went away. And because of that, I ended up dropping out. I ended up dropping this coach as well, and I just stopped going to school and just stopped playing baseball. I want to say 1 or 2 weeks afterwards, I was hearing a podcast. I think I was driving to my girlfriend's university just to go see her, and that was like two hours away. And so I said, you know what, let me listen to this podcast. And it's this baseball coach explaining like the best. I think the title was like the best workouts or the best things to do to throw 95 miles per hour. And he just started talking. And to be honest, he's not really getting to the point of like how you should do it. I'm thinking that you should do like workouts, you should do this exercise, you got to eat this food, you got to have this equipment, and that's how you get to 95 miles per hour. And this next line hit me like really fucking hard. Like, it hit me deep to my core, bro. Like, I kept replaying this clip over and over and over again, because I could not believe that he had said this, and it just felt like a big smack in the face. So the question is finally asked. I think that the guy's name is like Rob Hill, and he's the guy that asking these questions, and he's answering them. And so the host asked him, how do you throw 95 miles per hour? In my mind, I'm thinking, oh, he's about to say, do this workout. He's about to tell me, do this, do that. Like, I'm so excited to hear it, even though like I'm not really playing baseball. Like, I have thoughts of coming back. I'm not really sure of like what I want to do. And he goes and says this: the best way to throw 95 miles per hour is to throw 95 miles per hour. And he says a lot of people overlook this, because on social media we have people saying you got to do this workout, you got to do this throwing program, you got to do this, you got to do that. When in reality, the only thing that matters to throw 95 miles per hour is to throw 95 miles per hour. That shit, it was like my head exploded. It was literally the most common sense thing that I've ever heard. And I felt so stupid that I'd wasted so much fucking time I was just spending my time working out. I was spending my time doing mobility training. I was spending my time doing all the stuff that truthfully did not matter. Like I was doing everything else except working on what I was supposed to do. The skill of throwing, the skill of getting better, the skill of just throwing hard. And my world, like it literally felt like my worldview just changed, because I had always had this mindset when I was playing, like me doing X is gonna help me get to this point. Once I do this, then it'll help me get to this point. Once I'm able to, work out, then it's gonna help me throw harder. And it's like, no, bro. You only get better at what you do. That was just on my mind 24/7. It was just circling and circling and circling. And I kept replaying that same click, and I kept hearing him say the same thing. And I just, up to one point, I just turned off the actual podcast. If I remember correctly, I think I started crying. Because I kept telling everybody else that, hey, I'm going to become this baseball player. I'm going to, accomplish this dream. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Just for me to not do the right things. You know what I mean? Just for me to do exactly what I'm not supposed to do. For an entire year. That shit shattered me, bro. It literally broke me. And it wasn't something like I wanted to hear, but it was what I needed to hear. And this same mindset is what I use now. That's why when I say, like, if you want to get better at something, do that thing. Don't look elsewhere. Don't look at how you can do this or how you can do that to then get better at what you actually want to do. It's just get to the skill. Get to the action. Like, get there. You know what I mean? Too often times we're so wrapped up in social media, so wrapped up with what a guy who has a better physique than mine, so wrapped up with guys who has huge arms. It's like, just do the things that get you better. You know what I mean? It's not about, oh, you need this workout to look bigger, or you need this meal to lose weight, or you need this cardio regimen to lose 50 pounds. It's like, you don't need none of that shit, bro. You don't need none of that. The main things that get you to a healthier body weight, or actually that helps you lose weight, is just eating less, moving more. Simple enough. If you just eat in a calorie deficit, you'll lose weight. If you want to build muscle, you have to eat enough protein and work out. Like, it's so simple things that we hate to hear, but that we need to hear, helps us get to the point where we want to. That's why I don't preach, oh, you need this protein powder, you need this workout, or you need this to grow your lats. It's like, nobody cares about that information. And truthfully, that information doesn't really matter as well. And it's like, stop focusing on shit that doesn't matter. Focus on the actual skill. If I had focused on just throwing harder, throwing better, getting better at the skill of throwing, my direction in life could have been a whole lot different. You know what I mean? But I just kept focusing on shit that didn't matter. And this is why it got me to this point. And I'll leave you guys with this next point as well. I don't like to say that I'm going to do something, because the same way that I kept telling people, I'm going to become a Major League Baseball player, this is my dream, this is what I'm going to do, it felt like I didn't need to work as hard. Because scientifically, like, dopamine releases in your brain when you tell people what you're going to accomplish, and you feel so good about that you end up not working as hard. And this was another thing that, like, held me back, because on days where I felt like not doing anything, I felt so good that everybody knew that I was, like, working out. I was supposedly working on my goals, that I didn't do a single thing that day. I didn't throw, I didn't work out, I didn't even rest good, I didn't even eat good. But in my mind, I was like, you know what? It's okay because everybody knows that I'm working. Now it's like I stay quiet. Like my goals, what I want to do, what I want to accomplish, nobody knows them. And nobody has to know them. Those are my goals, my dreams, what I want to do. And whenever I do accomplish it, then I can tell people, hey, I've been working on this thing for like the last six months. I finally did it. Boom. And there it is. Because if I start telling people, I start to feel good, bro. Like honestly, especially my goals, like they're so fucking high up, and they kind of scare me a lot of times. It's like if I tell people to get rid of that fear and kind of just be chill about it, I won't accomplish them. You know what I mean? So here's just what I want to leave you guys with. If you want to get better at something, whether it's to look better, to eat better, to train harder, do that thing. And second off, don't tell anybody about it. Don't tell anybody you're going to lose weight. Don't tell anybody that you're going to gain muscle. Don't tell anybody that you're going to do this life-changing thing. Shut the fuck up about that. Once you get there, once you have that whatever goal, then you can talk about it. Kobe Bryant said, job is not finished. Until he wins the finals, he is just going to he's just going to lock in and not say shit to anybody. He's not over here celebrating, tell everybody how he's going to do this. He is just going to do that. Once he does it, then he can talk about it. That being said, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I do really appreciate you guys, the ones that actually watched this video and send me messages all the time like, hey, this video was very influential. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this. God bless, and let's have a phenomenal day today. Take care, boys.